Dwyane Wade has recently come out and announced that his daughter Zaya Wade's Instagram account will now be restricted in order to protect her mental health. Wade would respond to a social media user who had asked why they couldn't leave supportive comments on her social media. Wade would say, for Zaya's mental health and privacy, we've decided not to allow the hate into her comments. Thank you for wanting to spread and send her love. This decision comes after a photo shoot from Zaya hit the internet, leaving many to give their own opinion on the Wade family parenting style. Today we'll have our company hype analysts, Capone and Pierre, calling to the show to give their thoughts and reactions. But first, let's take a look at this clip. Now, I want to dive right into this one. Of course, a lot of people are sounding off on this clip, saying that they feel like Dwyane Wade is exploiting, his child. But I'll start with you, Pierre. What are your thoughts? Do you agree with Dwyane Wade's decision to block comments on Zaya's page?
Again, I'm not in that family and I'm not in that home, so I don't understand. Maybe this is getting to Zaya, the comments and so forth. So as a parent, to protect your child, I think he's doing the right thing to protect his child.
Capone, I'll bring that same question to you. What do you think? Do you agree with Dwyane Wade's decision to, block comments from Zaya's, getting negative things?
I think he should have started with blocking the photo shoot. There wouldn't be no comments if the photo shoot wasn't active. If you're going to protect your child, protect them all the way. I mean, this child is making decisions that grown people are making. To actually get, somebody took him to go get his hair done. Somebody bought that dress. He ain't got no job. I mean, so in a sense of pushing him out there to let the world know that he has a daughter, and I don't, if you're gonna block it, block everything.
So let me ask you this, Capone, because there are a lot of people in the comments, of course, that are on both sides, but a lot of people feel like, Zaya is still a teenager who should be able to live their life. What do you think, Capone? Do you think that would be unfair to, block Zaya completely off and not allow Zaya to live the life that she wants to live?
Well, the question was protection. And of course, you're going to get a lot of feedback from people who don't understand it. And you're going to get those who, you're going to get mixed emotions. I mean, for him to be, and I say him because he's a little boy to me, for him to be having this much exposure and freedom, I don't agree with that.
Absolutely. No, I appreciate your response there. Pierre, let me come back to you now. Despite Dwyane Wade choosing to block comments on Zaya's page, of course, this will get over 44,000 comments on the Shade Room once they did repost it. So I want to ask, why do you think so many people are invested in this story? Because this isn't the first time that Zaya has been in the headlines.
Right. First of all, the cat is out the bag. Whatever years ago that we saw it, it was out. Once that happened, then people are gonna have their opinion. So at that point, maybe I don't know if Gabrielle and Dwyane knew the backlash, the vicious backlash on a child. Maybe they didn't realize it, and then once the cat's out the bag, it is what it is. They have to deal with Zaya every day. We don't have to deal with it. We can pick and choose and make fun and poke and say that's crazy, don't do that, whatever. But those parents have to take care of that child every single day, and it's just their job to protect them. Now, what we say and taking them offline, that is, who are we to say at the end of the day if it's not our child? At the end of the day, who are we to say if it's not our child? I mean, are we trying to write society? Each person says, I know what society should be like. Okay, well, that's quite sure there's some stuff in your life that you're doing that ain't correct with society, So I believe, I don't know. I just believe that who are we to speak on that in their family? We could say I wouldn't do it for my family. That's fine, but in their family, I don't know who we should speak on. And I don't know if I answered the question.
No. I think you did. I think you hit the point that needed to. Capone, let me bring that same question to you. What are your thoughts? He blocked the comments on Zaya's page. However, people are still invested in commenting on this post. So what are your thoughts? Why do you think so many people are invested in this story?
Well, to be honest with you, I have a gay daughter. And my daughter didn't reveal her gayness until she was 19, 20, but she was grown. And when I asked her, because I don't know about this world, And she said, well, being who I was, she didn't want to embarrass me. So she kept it to herself all along, which I appreciate the thoughts about me. I can't say that I loved her any less when I found out, but at the same time, we didn't have that great relationship because she felt that she didn't want to be around me with the lifestyle that she had chosen to do. And it didn't give me a chance to nurture the situation. Maybe if I could have or whatever, it was just told to me later on, you know, hey, I'm gay, I got a girlfriend and such. And now I've seen a girlfriend and the girlfriend looks just like a dude. So it kind of confuses me. If you are whatever, you know, gay or whatever, and you got a boyfriend or a girlfriend that looks like a dude, why don't you just get a dude? It's a very confusing situation. And I make jokes about it, not to harm anything because it's my daughter, but I personally feel that when you're old enough, you should be able to make those type of decisions and nobody can tell you anything. In this case, it's a very young child and it's very, very hard for us to make the kind of comments that we probably would want to make because it's a child.
First of all, you're supposed to be confused about how she feels and whatever, because you're not in the same situation. You're not gay, you know, you're not a gay man. So you're supposed to be confused. But also, she held it out of what not embarrass you, or, you know, whatever the case may be. She said embarrassed, fear, embarrassed, whatever the case may be. Well, think about all the years of that, y'all not being connected. Well, Zaya came out and said that to her parents, so that way they connected. Wouldn't you rather her told you she was gay way back in the day so y'all would have a better relationship than not wait till 19 and all those years was ruffled or wasted years? Just asking.
Well, we didn't have a problem because she was gay because I didn't know it. The thing of the relationship was just her keeping herself away. Had nothing to do with me, you know, bickering about anything about her gayness or.
I know you didn't know. That's why you didn't know. She kept herself away. Had she not kept herself away and told you at 12 years old, I'm gay, you would have had 7 years of a relationship with your daughter that you didn't because she kept herself away.
I don't think that I would have understood it. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think I would have appreciated it and understood it.
But what do you tell people now? They should appreciate it. They should learn it. Look, don't you feel bad about the 7 years that you was wasted because she was afraid and you said you wouldn't have got it? Wouldn't you wish you would have gotten it and that way had a relationship with her at 12 years old or 11 years old being gay?
No, we had a relationship. We just didn't have a gay relationship. There was no signs of being gay.
Okay, I thought y'all said y'all was, okay. Maybe I'm
I said she chose to keep her distance from me when she got older.
Yeah. Now, speaking of age, because I think you both bring up a great point when we're talking about age. So I want to take a moment to let's remove the sexuality or what Zaya identifies as. Pierre, I'll start with you, and we're just focusing strictly on the age. Do you think this is an issue? Because, you know, of course, about 2 years ago, Zaya was also on the internet at 13, kissing another teenager, and there was a big uproar. And here we are 2 years later, and there's another uproar because, you know, Zaya did a photo shoot. Do you think it's because of Zaya being 15 and that maybe this is just not an appropriate video for a teenager at that age?
People can fake it and act like it's just kids. I don't like to see kids kiss, but the underlining is she's a transgender kid or whatever. I don't know what you call it, kid. That's the real issue. A lot of people are going to sit there in the comments and say, no, I don't care. 2 kids kissing. I would maybe the boy and a regular girl would kiss, whatever. But let's be honest, I think a lot of it has to do with her sexuality and it's bothering them. And that's the forefront. Now you can use the other thing as an excuse and say, well, it's just anything. For me, yes, I don't think it's, you know, appropriate for 13-year-olds and kissing, you know, all that online, being over-sexualized online. Yes, I do believe any age, but I believe in this scenario, we can't just sweep under her sexuality and say, it's just kids. What happened if it was just 2 kids? That sounds good, but I really believe it's got a lot to do with her sexuality.
Right. Capone, let me ask that same question to you. What do you think? Do you think, you know, we're removing sexuality, what she identified as, and just looking at a 15-year-old child doing a video such as this from a photo shoot, do you think, you know, that it's inappropriate for a child at that age to post a video like Zaya?
As Pierre said, it wouldn't bother anybody if it wasn't for the sexuality. Little boy, I mean, parents had problems back in the days when little boys just walked around in his mother's shoes, you know, playing at 13 years old. Take off my shoes. You know, no boy wears women's shoes and all that. And I think that the sexuality is what brings on the problem. But the photo shoot, 15 years old, nobody would care about that if it wasn't that situation.
Exactly. It's just a photo shoot. It's just a 15-year-old being cute. If it was a girl being like that, a dude, boy being like that, that's nothing in a photo shoot. But once you put Zaya in it, your eyes change.
Well, I definitely appreciate y'all for chiming in on this topic. I know it's a touchy one, but I appreciate you both very much. Before heading out, of course, I like to know what you have coming up and how people can follow you. So Capone, I'll start with you. What do you have coming up and how can people follow you?
This weekend, I'm in Texas, Arlington Improv, doing 6 shows. Then I go to Miami to do, DC, I'm sorry, DC to do the Black Enterprise experience, where Black Enterprise magazine holds a gala every year. And I'm the host of the comedy show, so I'm about to have a great time. And they can follow me on Comedian Capone on Instagram. If you cannot spell comedian, don't follow me.
Absolutely. Pierre, I'll kick it over to you. What do you have coming up and how can people follow you?
I got a hot show this week on the podcast. T.S. Madison comes and she explodes. And she explodes. All I'm going to say is that. But for my fans who want to see me live, I'll be in Antioch, California. That's the Bay area. I'll be at a place called Tailgaters, October 8th, which is Saturday. This Saturday, I'll be at at Tailgaters in Antioch, California. One of my favorite places.
Absolutely. And how can people follow you?
Oh, at Comic Pierre, COMICPIERRE. Now, since everybody's ain't stalking no more, you can follow me now. Yeah.
No, I appreciate you both for chiming in on this topic. You heard from us. Now we want to hear from you in the comments below. What are your thoughts of Dwyane Wade blocking criticism towards Zaya? For Comedy Hype News, I'm Symphony Thompson.
Put it in those comments.
What's up? I'm Terrence Sims. For years, you come to us to get the latest news in comedy and for your favorite comedians. Now, you can come to us for even more news in the world of sports, music, and pop culture. We're bringing you some of our classic shows you love, like Unforgotten, the Comedy Hype News Show, and more one-on-one interviews. We're more than just laughs, we're the culture, the leader in truth. And well, your streamer got a little more blacker. Welcome to Hype Plus.